Hi, giraffes. All right, it's been a while since we got to talk about our study we were doing. I hope you remember what we were learning about. Simple machines. So think for a minute. What is a simple machine? Do you remember what that is? We talked about different kinds. We talked about pulleys. We talked about inclines. We talked about levers. We talked about wedges that go in between things. We talked about wheels that turn. And we talked about screws and things that screw. Those were all of our great simple machines. Now, I made something really special I wanted to share with you. Remember, before you left school, we were all trying to figure out how to trap a leprechaun. Well, St. Patrick's Day is gone, but I wanted to show you the what trap that I made at home. All right, so I made something really special using all 6 of our simple machines that we learned. All right, so over here, this is my son Jackson, and he's going to be helping us today when we do our trap. He is going to be the leprechaun. All right, so here's how it's going to work. I have my truck, which is on wheels, our first simple machine, and it is attached to my pulley. So when I am over here pulling, it's going to move the truck. It's going to move the truck up our incline. Remember, an incline is not flat. It is a tilted surface, like that. It's going to go up our incline, and when the truck gets up here on the top, before the leprechaun steps up here, I am going to use my hand to make a lever. I am going to hit this, and when it goes up, hopefully, the leprechaun will fall into our jar here. Now, the jar has wedges by it, because I don't want the jar just to fall over. So I have put these wedges, see that shape? I have wedged it in there. It is nice and tight. And don't worry, boys and girls. I put some nice soft stuff at the bottom so our leprechaun would not get hurt. Because we didn't want to hurt our leprechaun. We just wanted to trap him to try to get the gold, remember? Okay. And then, after he's in the jar, I have a lid that I'm going to have to be really fast so he doesn't jump out. And I'm going to have to screw it on. That was our last simple machine. If you remember from our book, though, if you watch a leprechaun, he can't disappear, only if you take your eyes away. So when we're doing this, keep your eyes on the leprechaun. All right. So first, to get the leprechaun, I have this delicious Starburst candy. I love Starburst, so I think a leprechaun would love Starburst too. I'm going to put that in the back of our truck here. All right. Now, this is not a real leprechaun, but Jackson is going to move this little guy. He's going to show us how this works. All right, Jackson, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to start pulling. You guys watch how the machine works. There go the wheels. Up our incline with our pulley system. Oh man. Those wheels have trouble getting up that. All right, here he comes. Lever. Up. Into the jar. Screw the top on. Our wedges kept the jar from falling over. And look, he's all safe and sound in there. Comfy. That's how I planned to catch a leprechaun. Now, I set this up on St. Patrick's Day, and I hid over here, and I pulled my lever, and I waited, and you know what? A leprechaun didn't come. I waited so long, I fell asleep and took a nap. And you know what? When I woke up, the candy was gone, and inside my jar was a note. Kind of like the note that he left in our classroom. He told me that I wasn't tricky enough, but to try again next year. All right, You can always practice making traps at home. That way you're ready for next year. And this week we're going to talk more about our simple machines. All right, this is our last week we get to talk about it. Then we're going to start a brand new study. All right, I miss you guys, and I will talk with you again soon.